What's up, guys? Welcome to another tech channel. I'm Shane, and today I'm going to show you how to scrape emails from random Google searches and automate the sending of emails to those addresses. Tons and tons of emails you can gather with just a few clicks of the mouse. So I'm going to show you how to set up some scripts that I've written, and without any further ado, let's get straight to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to each one of these links. I have them provided in the description below, and here they are on screen. But you want to click these links, and they're going to take you, the first link will take you to this page. This is, you have to sign into your Gmail account first, and once you sign into your Gmail account, you click this link, and it's going to go here, turn on less secure apps. That allows the script that you're going to download, allow it to connect through SMTP, Secure Mail Transfer Protocol, which Google allows. They allow it, but you have to tell them that, hey, I understand that there's risks that come along with it. Anyways, you click it, and every time you send your emails, you can come back to this link and turn it off. That way you know you're the only third-party application that is connecting to your email. Okay, so once that's on, we're going to head over here to Python 2.7. That's the next link. We're going to want to download Windows x86 64 Microsoft installer, MSI installer. Click that, hit save. I'm not going to do it because I already have it. Close that. Then we're going to, after that downloads, pause the video until you get it. Once you get it, then go over here to Python 3. This is 3.7. That's the next link in the video description. We're going to download the Windows x86 64 executable installer. Click that. Save that. I'm not going to do it. I already have it. Okay. Now we're going to get to the other two in a minute. Right now, since we have, we can go to downloads, go to your folder, go to downloads. Inside downloads, these are the two you just downloaded. That was 2.7 and 3.7. That's them right here. So we're going to go through the installation process starting with 2. Hit run. Install for all users. Next. Next. Python 2 exists. That's because I already had it installed, but to show you guys, you probably won't get this message, but that's just, I just wanted to go through the installation process with you guys. Okay, so next. Next. Of course, yes, we want to install it. Okay, now that we've installed it, we click finish. That was Python 2. Now, do the same thing with Python 3. Run. And like I said, I already had it installed. So I'm just going to click modify, next, install. Okay, mine crashed. Don't worry about that. But anyway, you just click next, next, next on yours until it finishes. Once it finishes, then you can actually get rid of these. These were just installers. You can actually highlight them and press your delete key, and they're gone. Once we have them installed, we don't have to have the installers themselves. Okay, so now what we're going to do is change the environment variables so we'll be able to use Python 2 and Python 3. So that may sound confused or intimidating, but it's really simple. Go to your local disk C. Python 2 lives right here. Double click it. Once you see all of these folders, you see the path here. This PC, local disk C, and then the folder, and then all this is in the folder. So click out on the white space over here, and it will highlight everything just like that. Hold down your control key and hit C. Now that will copy it. What are we going to do? We're going to go down here to Cortana, and right here type ENV. It's going to come up with Edit System Environment Variables. Click it. Once this comes up, you're going to click Environment Variables. Once you see Path, double click Path. Right here we're going to add a new path. Click New, hold down Control and hit V as in Victor. Then that will come up. Then you're going to hit New again. Control V, type it one more time. The only difference in this one is we're going into the scripts folder. So just a backslash like so, capital S, CRIPTS, and then that's it. Press OK, and then come down here to the system variables, hit new. We're going to name it Python. Go down to variable value, Control V, backslash SCRIPTS. Now once that's done, hit OK, OK. Now leave this window open because we also have to add 3.7. So go back here, go back to your local disk Z, click it. Now we want to make sure that you go to View, make sure you have File Name and Extensions checked. Make sure you also have Hidden Items checked. That will allow you to see folders like this one, how it's kind of dimmed out. It would normally not be there. But what we're going to go is go to Users. Then we're going to go to your username. Mine on this machine is Another Tech Channel. Yours may be John or whoever or whatever. I don't know what yours is, but your username. Double click it, open it up. Now you'll see this hidden folder, app data, but because we have our view set, we're of course able to see it. Double click app data, go into local, then go down into programs, then go into Python. Now there's Python 3.7. Go in here, now you're in 3.7's folder. So what are we going to do? We're going to first make sure that this Python exe will probably, on your system, it will probably look like that, just Python. You want to rename this to Python 3.exe. It has to be renamed. That's very important. Python 3.exe. Save it that way. Now once you've done that, click over here in this white, in the bar, in the white space over here, and it will highlight the whole path again. Control C as in Charlie to copy. Come back to your environment variables, click it, double click path. We're going to add a new one. Control V as in Victor, and then that will paste that path we just copied. We're going to add another new one. So click new again, Control V as in Victor, but just like the last time, backslash capital S CRIPTS. Now once that's been done, press OK. Come down to your system variables, and we're going to click new, and this one's going to be named Python 3, like so. Then we're going to Control V as in Victor, backslash capital SCRIPTS again. Click OK. Make sure nothing's misspelled or we're going to have problems. OK, OK. That's the hardest part of the whole entire tutorial. Now what you're going to want to do is come down here to Cortana again and type in power or POW, open PowerShell. Once this is open, we can check to make sure that we have both Pythons installed by saying Python -- version. This is Python 2.7. As you can see, it's installed successfully. Now what we can do also is Python 3 -- version. Now we see that we have Python 3 installed. Now what we must do is install the modules that we're going to need in order to run these scripts. And there are a total of 4 of them. And these commands will also be in the description below. So when you get to this point, you can simply copy and paste all 4 commands. So here we go. The first command is Python -m pip install BS4, which is Beautiful Soup 4. Okay, it's already installed, but of course you'll be able to go through it and it'll install for you. Once that's installed, you can press the up arrow actually, and it'll bring that same command back, and you can just erase BS4, and you're going to type request with a S at the end, requests plural. Press enter. Of course, it's already installed for me as well, but once yours is installed, you press the up arrow one more time. Erase requests. Make sure there's a space there. Type in PYAUDIO, Pi Audio. Press enter. Of course, it's installed for me as well. So you press the up arrow again, erase Pi Audio, and then you will type LXML and let that one install as well. Once you're at that point, then we'll move forward and download the actual files from our GitHub. So pause the video until you get to this point. Once you're ready, go to the next link, the very last link in the description, and it's the actual GitHub page where you can actually download the files. Okay, so you're going to want to click clone or download, click download zip. Once it downloads, or hit save. Once it downloads, you can open folder, and it'll be right here. Right click it, extract all, leave this right here where it's at, extract it, boom, it'll open itself up. You can close this one out, and you can delete this zip file. Right click, delete. Be sure it's the zip file, not the one you just extracted. Now double click and go into it, double click and go into it. I don't like all of those layers, how you have to click so deep to get into these two main folders. So what I like to do is back up one where you see the README file. Make sure it's this folder where the README file is. Right click it, hit cut. Go into your documents, right click it, hit paste. Now you don't have to go so far. You can just go to my documents, and there it is. So you can go to your downloads now and delete these empty folders, because that's basically all they are now, just two folders with a README file. That README file is not important because you guys are actually watching the video. Yeah, this README file is not really important. So you can delete everything out of your downloads, not documents. It's going to look the same. That's why I don't want to confuse you. Make sure you're in your downloads, right click, delete. Now it's gone, no confusion. Everything's in your documents. Okay, so go into your documents. Go into your Python email scraper, because we got to get some emails before we can send some emails. Click out here in the blank area to highlight all of that. Hold Control C to copy it. That's the directory where we're going to run this Python script right here. Okay, so now you're going to hit CD for change directory, space, Control V as in Victor, and that will, now we are, if you press LS, that will put us, we can see all the files. We're inside of this folder. That's where it put us. So we're inside of this folder. We can see all of these files, which aren't really important. The only thing you need to know is how to run them. And so we're going to type Python, because it's written in Python 2, not in Python 3. And the name of the script is Python Email Scraper. You can see it here where we listed it, Python Email Scraper. So we're just going to press P, because it's the only P worded anything in here. So press Tab, it'll autocomplete. Press Enter, it'll start searching. And that's the sound that it makes when Google has basically stopped you. Press Enter, it'll stop the ringtone. Now you can actually use Proton VPN. You can download it here. It's the third link I provided. They have a free version, but I've never actually used it. So mileage may vary, but if you pay, I think it's like $9 or $10 a month, you can actually connect to several different places in the world, changing your IP address, which will allow you to scrape some more if you want, or you can just wait a few days or whatever and try to scrape some more or something. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we can actually close this out, and we're going to go over here to where we have our folder in My Documents. Open it up, and now we're actually going to go to the send. But before we do, we need to go into the scraper, because our emails that we just scraped are right here. This was a blank emails file, and now it has tons of emails in it from all of those searches. So now we can close this out, right click emails, hit copy, go into the Python email script, and then we can paste it in here. And what you'll see is that two more files will be created in here when you start sending emails, and what they will be is sent emails and failed emails. So the ones that did go out and the ones that failed. So anyways, those will go when we do the send. So what we need to do now is edit this config file. You can open it in any text editor or anything. You probably could even open it in regular Notepad. What you're going to want to do here is put your Gmail. It has to be Gmail. Gmail account here, and then you want to put your Gmail password right here. So now I've put that information in. So another thing you're going to want to do is, one, make sure you don't have your VPN enabled when you actually go to send the emails, because Google will probably lock your account out for a little while and make it hard for you to send emails. Okay, so make sure you're not using the VPN when you go to send your emails. That's only for scraping the emails, because you don't have to log in to scrape the emails. Now what we're going to want to do is right click and edit the send.py Python script. Go all the way to the bottom, and this is your subject line that you're going to want your subject line for your email to be. And this is going to be your message that you want to put. And these right here are called new line characters. Every time you see that, that's like pressing enter to go down to the next line. So right here, if you viewed this message, it would say write your message here, and then enter, you know, to go down, and then it'd be 2 spaces down, and then it would say follow me on Twitter, which you guys probably should do because I think that's awesome. So once you fill out that information, I'm just going to send it out. Right, so now when I click this, it's actually going to start sending to these email addresses. Now some of these email addresses, like this one for instance, I can tell probably should be .com, but also it looks like we gathered that email 3 different times. So what you can actually do is hold Control A and then Control C to copy all of them, and then you can open up something like Microsoft Excel and paste them all into a Excel spreadsheet, and then you can exclude duplicates and stuff like that. But you can look up other tutorials on how to use Excel and figure that out. But like I said, we're going to have the failed list and the sent list, and this sends them out randomly, so it's not like it goes down the list. I figured if you have a whole bunch of emails and you don't want to send to the same ones twice and stuff like that, do it random, and then so it just reached all kind of different people. I don't know, that's just kind of how I did it. Like I said, these are not perfect scripts. They're just something I threw together and thought that you guys might like them. So if you double click the send.py, it will actually start sending emails. Success email sent, success email sent, success email sent. It'll keep doing that. Hopefully we'll get some to fail so I can show you. They both go into separate files, emails that were sent, emails that failed to send. And like I said, you can run them through Excel, you know, and do more sorting and functions. But I can't get any to actually fail. But they do fail. But I ran some tests to make sure this file was working by putting random crazy emails, and of course all these emails did fail, so that's why they're in there. They won't be in your file. You won't actually have these files in the beginning, and if no emails actually fail, you won't even have a failed emails, because it doesn't create that folder until an email actually fails. And those emails you can take and maybe just put .com at the end of them or something if you wanted to use them, or maybe they're just completely garbage and you could just take them out of your list. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that this tutorial was pretty straightforward and easy to follow. You know, comment, like, subscribe. All your support really helps me a lot. This is the first tutorial of the channel, and I plan on there being plenty more. So you guys let me know what it is that you guys want me to teach, and I will gladly show it, and you know, put my best effort into bringing you the best possible content I can. And so thank you guys very much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.